We're here, guys. We're here. I woke up with so much optimism today. Like, it's sun. I don't know what happened, guys, but all the negativity, it left my body this morning when I woke up. And suddenly, there was a jump in my step. I'm getting out of bed. I'm stretching my arms like I'm in them American movies, opening the curtains like this, and I'm ready to take on the day. Why? Because today we go to war. We go to war. And you know what? I pulled out a shirt that I think might be a lucky shirt. We're going to come back to this later tonight and see if this is a lucky shirt, because this football shirt here is the shirt from I think it's the 17-18 season, after we had won the Europa League. You see the badge there? Get the badge in. Get the badge in. You see that? Winners 2017 UEFA Europa League. I thought, out of all the shirts that I had in my wardrobe, I thought, you know what? It was either between this or the Champions League 2008 shirt. It was one or the other. And if you lot see there, I got the picture there of Edwin van der Sar's save. Well, fun fact, guys, we won that on the 21st of May 2008. I don't want to say history could repeat itself because it's two different competitions, but I'm feeling optimistic today. The negativity has like, if you don't remember on my stream, like in the last week or so, I've just been a nervous wreck. I had been a nervous wreck, but now today, I'm on positive vibes. I fully believe that today we go to war, and if we give everything from minute one, we will win. We will win. We have to score first today. We have to score first tonight. I don't want Man United have to come from a 1-goal death. No. Let's score first. Let's score first, please. I tweeted it last night before I went to bed. I said, Bruno opener, Ahmad winner. I've seen the script. Do not let me down. Is it a guarantee that Spurs could score? Maybe. They got Solanke. They got Brennan Johnson. You know what worries me, guys? You know what worries me? It's the back post. Like, the cutbacks, back post, all of that stuff. I'm shook. Big up to Ashbin, a member for 11 months, says positive vibes. What's your starting 11? We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the starting 11. But we're going to have to go on a little memory lane trip. Yeah, because I don't think people deep the fact that if this did not happen, we would not be in a European final today. Guys, deep it. If this did not happen, we would not find ourselves in a European final today. And if Manchester United find themselves in Champions League football, do you know how funny that is? That we're in Champions League football because we won the Europa League, and we're in Europa League because we won the FA Cup because we finished 8th. Hilarious. But I had to start from here because I was like, you know what better way than to retell the story of how the hell we found ourselves in the final than to start from here. Big up to Stu with the membership chat. Been a member for 6 months. Big up Stu. Casemiro has played in 7 finals. He won 7 of them. You know what? I didn't even want to start with that, but let's start with that. Let's start with Cass. Let's give him some love. We have to give everyone love today. Guys, we have to give love to everyone. There's no hate today in the comments. There is no hate on this live stream. There is no negativity. Forget hate, because hate is a strong word. There is no negativity. There is no criticism. Today we're going to prop our players up like we've never propped them up before. We have to do that. We have to do that because that is the only way. That and the fact that if we win, but that is going to create a positive harmony and a positive environment for us. There is no criticisms today. Big up this guy here. Even Anana is my best friend today. Today, I am Cameroonian. Today, I'm telling you guys, whatever nation you want me to be from, there's a few that I won't say, but there's any other nation. What? You want me to be from Hoyland's nation? I'll be from that. You want me to be from Ahmad's? Shout out to all my Ivorians. I'll be from that. You want me to be Portuguese? I'll do that. Morocco. Dima Maghrib. All of that stuff. I will represent for all of them today because I am overwhelmed with I am overwhelmed, guys, today. And I don't know how I went from being a nervous wreck the last 4, 5, 6 days to today suddenly feeling like I'm ready to win. Guys, get the badge in. Get the badge in. I'm wearing this for a reason today. You see what it says here? Winners 2017 UEFA Europa League. You see this? There's a reason why I'm wearing this shirt today. I stood in front of my wardrobe like this for like 10 minutes, guys. I was going through each shirt. I was sending it to my relatives saying, yo, which shirt should I wear today? I told you that I got my family coming over to watch the game. Quite a lot of us. A lot of United haters. The only people that support United, by the way, are the United fans. Everyone else is supporting Spurs. So I have to deal with a lot of hatred and bad energy while I'm watching the game. So for this stream, I have to showcase positivity. I'm wearing my 08 away shirt. I was gonna wear that, but I thought, you know what, blue is too close to white, so I'm not gonna wear it. Today I'm gonna stick to red, because today I am Cameroonian. Today I am Norwegian. Today I am Danish. Today I am Ivorian. Today I'm Moroccan. Today I am Dutch. Today I am English. Today I am everything. I am Portuguese. I am Spanish. What other nationalities do we have in our team? I am Swedish. I am IKEA. Shout out to all my Swedes. That's the vibe I'm on. I swear, you're saying I'm wearing black shoes. I might even put on shin pads and boots, guys, while I'm watching the game. I might even put on shin pads and boots. Brazilian. Yes, I am Brazilian today. Who else are we missing, guys? Who else am I missing? Okay. Be sure to hit the like button, guys. If you've just come through, guys, just be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe. I can't push the likes today. I can't push the memberships because I'm going to keep forgetting. So make sure you guys, shin pads in the living room, just in case anyone needs a 2-foot tackle. Just in case anyone needs a 2-foot tackle in my house, I will 2-foot tackle them. I don't care. If Spurs win and my cousin starts celebrating, I'm 2-footing him. I'm 2-footing him right there. Let him break my coffee table. I don't care. He weighs like 2 times me as well, but that's fine. That is fine. Because today, guys, like it says in the title of the video, today we go to war. We go to war. Let's talk about Casemiro, though. All jokes aside. And if you want to join the membership club, guys, you can. It's the pin comment in the chat. You get your badges, you get your emojis, you get your custom member content, and of course, you get to support the growth of the channel. We have a super chat goal today on the stream, so if you lot can help me reach that, much appreciated. JJ says, hey, Mina, come on, United. Come on, United. That's the energy we need, guys. That's the energy we need. You know what's so funny? I know that I'm so hyped, yeah? I'm so hyped. And then I know, like, 15 minutes into the game, pew, I'm going to be depleted. But you know what? We will do it. We will go there. We will go there. Let's go. Let's talk about Casemiro, guys, because for me, he's been one of United's biggest players in Europa League this year. Like alongside, I think, Bruno Fernandes. Evidently, it's crazy. The 2 highest goal scorers in Europa League this season is Bruno and Rasmus Højlund. Despite that, I feel like Rasmus Højlund has barely scored. Yet he finds himself being one of the top goal scorers in Europa League. I think he got 6, and Bruno Fernandes has 7. In terms of the remaining players between United and obviously Spurs, the remaining players, they are the 2 top goal scorers. But I do remember Højlund scored early on. But Casemiro, for me, has been immense. Like, for me, for a player that fell out of the pecking order for the manager, and the manager publicly said, like, I don't really think I got a space for him in the team. Casemiro is a serial winner. He's a proven winner. By the way, if United win Europa League, that's 3 seasons and 3 trophies for him since arriving at Manchester United. Christian Eriksen, it will be the same. 3 seasons, 3 trophies for him. One thing that has given me confidence today, and I mean, I know the circumstances are different. But Casemiro has never lost a European final. And I know before it's with Real Madrid, you know, the Galacticos 2.0, if you want to call it that, Champions League finals, you know, back to back. But that is giving me a little bit of confidence because he's a big game player. If you lot cast your minds back to the Carabao Cup, because he didn't play the FA Cup under Erik ten Hag, if you remember, he wasn't even in the squad. But if you cast your minds back to the Carabao Cup final, he was a key player for us against Newcastle. If I'm not wrong, he scored. He scored for us. And if you think about Europa League this season, yeah, forget even group stages, knockout stages. This guy has dropped 8 out of 10 performances back to consistently. He's dropped 8 out of 10 performances and came up big with multiple goals. I don't know who's going to start in midfield, guys. A part of me I look at Spurs' midfield and I think, you're missing quite a few, Kulusevski's missing, Maddison is missing, Bergvall is missing, but you have grass eaters in midfield for Spurs. You've got players that can, cover ground. So I don't know if I want Ugarte and Casemiro, and I don't know if I want Bruno and Casemiro, because for me, I feel like when I watch Bruno in the midfield next to Casemiro, we've got a different type of maestro there in the middle in the middle of the pitch. Given the fact that Man United's ability, since Lisandro Martinez, I think, has been injured, our ability to play out from our backline is maybe not that comfortable. It's not that great. It's not as great as maybe Amorim has wanted it to be. However, a big part of me does think it will be Cas and Ugarte that starts, and it's kind of sad because I don't want to be a negative Nancy, guys, but I kind of look at Kobe and I just think where do we find a place for Kobe in this team? And for me, in my opinion, a player like Kobe, who's a once in a decade kind of talent coming out of your academy, I think that's the kind of player where you don't shoehorn him into a system, and if anything, you find a way to fit him in. You force a way to fit him in. You remember the FA Cup, he scored that first goal for Manchester United. But Man United's midfield, for me, has so much different elements. We have so many different elements. We've got Ugarte, we've got Casemiro, you've got Eriksen. We've got Christian Eriksen, who I think scored early in Europa League for us. And then you've got Kobe Mainoo. And then obviously Mason Mount in the more advanced role. If we sell Kobe because of this dead system, I will be pissed. That's a problem for the summer. Let's not worry about this. Yeah, here you go. Can worry about Kobe after the final. I agree. I'm trying to not worry about this. Where do we fit this player? Listen? If a player comes on today, just do your flipping job. I don't care what position you're playing in. I don't care if you prefer to play on the left side and you're playing on the right side. Wherever the manager tells you to play, wherever you're needed to play, you shut up and you play in that position, because this is 90 minutes of war, guys. I'm not joking. People think I'm being dramatic when I'm saying we're going to war today. We are going to war. We are going to war. And it's either you suit up and you fight on the battlefield or you keep it stepping. We need to get the subs right tonight. Can't get it wrong like Ollie did last time. I made a mistake, guys, yesterday of rewatching a 30-minute recap, of the Europa League final from 2021. And that was the first thing I realized. I was like, right, United made a sub in the 100th minute. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And I don't know what's more ridiculous, how long it took Ollie to make those subs, or the fact that our goalkeeper couldn't save 1 out of 11 penalties. But we don't need to dwell on the past. We don't need to dwell on the past, because the only players actually still here at Manchester United from that final, Bruno Fernandes, Ahmad, I think it's Maguire, and Lindelof. That's it. There's not really many other players. If you go back to, again, get the badge in. If we go back to 2017 and Luke Shaw, 2017, Mkhitaryan and Darmian were playing in that Europa League final for us. Now, fast forward, they're playing in a Champions League final next weekend. Happy 17th anniversary, Moscow UCL John Terry Slip. Can you not see it? I got it on my wall there, man. I got it on my wall. Happy anniversary. This is why I'm feeling, the weight is off my shoulder a little bit, and I'm thinking, okay, 21st May, it sounds like it's a positive day for Manchester United. We won the FA Cup on this day back in 2016. We won the Champions League back in 2008 on this day. So I'm feeling confident. Just some quick news on this, guys. Erik ten Hag was not invited by Manchester United to attend tonight's Europa League final. He will not be in attendance in Bilbao. Now, the only thing I will say is that I don't know why this is news. Personally, I do not know why this is news. But obviously, he was the manager when at the beginning stages of the Europa League. Am I right in saying that he is entitled to a medal? As is Marcus Rashford entitled as well to a medal, guys? Because I know that you can change your squad submission in the latter stages after the group stages. So they obviously removed Rashford from that. But because he played, is he not entitled as well to a medal? I think Eric Ten Hag might get a medal, guys. I actually think let's not do this. Let's not do this, guys. Let's not do this. Let's not talk about what happens if Eric Ten Hag should get a medal. Let's not talk about it. Let's just win. Let's just win. Let's just win. Anyway, I heard that rumors are saying that he's heading to back to Ajax. Here's the matchday squad. What did I tell you guys? I don't know if you guys remember. I told you Diogo Dalot would be fit. Can I say that I'm a tier 3 source now? Because I've gotten a few things right. I got the Amrabat news right when we signed him on loan. And I got Diogo. I told you guys a couple of days ago, Diogo Dalot will be fit. It's just a matter of whether or not the manager picks him. He will be back in training. And then it was announced yesterday that he was back in training alongside Lenny Yoro and Joshua Zirkzee, which for me, I'm not going to lie, I am shocked. I am shocked about Joshua Zirkzee. Not because I think, it's ridiculous. I'm just shocked at the fact that the guy pulled his hamstring and he's already back. And they were saying that he'll be out until the beginning of next season. I don't know what the hell they injected. The injections are injectioning. Because how the hell is he back? It don't matter because United need as many players as possible, as many game changers as possible. But bro, when I saw Joshua Zirkzee in training, I thought, yeah, whatever they were injecting Marcus Rashford with back in 2021, they've injected him with as well. Because he was probably out of all the players, I actually think him and Lenny Yoro were probably the ones that needed to be back in ASAP. ASAP. I don't think he should start. By the way, anyone that's coming back from injury, I don't think they should start. I do not think that they should start. And that is applicable for me to Lenny Yoro, to Joshua Zirkzee, and even maybe Diogo Dalot. No Delit. Yeah, no Delit. Delit is just, apparently he just couldn't be able to get back in time, which is fine. Because I think Man United, in terms of the defense, we've got, Johnny Evans is there. But we've got Aiden Heaven, we've got Harry Maguire, we've got Luke Shaw, who I think it might be Luke Shaw left-sided centre-back, Mazraoui right-sided centre-back. And then it will be Patrick Dogu, and I think Diogo Dalot will start. What's up with Dogu's middle name? I'm pretty sure that's his, is it his Nigerian name? He said that he was Igbo, so I think that's his Nigerian name. It's better to start them than bring them off and they break down and you sub them off again. That's true. That is true. But then imagine having to use a sub so early in the game. You mess up the rhythm that you potentially plan to start out with. So that's the only thing. I'm looking at our forward line and I'm thinking, wow, that is a very, very that's a very light forward line. That's a very, very light forward line. Midfield, we've got Ugarte, Mount, Maino, Fernandes, Eriksen, Collier, Casemiro. I'm not really worried about that too much. But that front line, we're going to see a false 9 at some point of the game. At some point in the game, we will see a false 9. I actually wouldn't mind at any point during the game because I don't think Bruno will start in central midfield. I don't think Bruno is going to be the starting midfielder alongside Casemiro or Ugarte. I think Bruno will start in one of the 10 roles. But I do think later into the game, he will probably drop into a deeper role. And with that happening, I don't mind, maybe if I say so, I don't mind an Ahmad and a Garnacho kind of duo in the 10. Not necessarily going to say it's going to happen immediately, but I do anticipate that at some point in the game, I'll be real, guys. I think Højlund's gonna start. You know, you guys might not want him to start, and I don't want him to start, but I don't think Ruben Amorim is going to make a decision like that in a final, in a big final. I don't see it happening. Especially with Joshua Zirkzee just coming back, you know, from injury. And let's be real, guys. Let's be real. One thing that we know about Spurs, yeah, I don't know. I ain't watched Spurs in a couple of weeks, yeah. Spurs, do they still play a high line? Do Spurs still play high line football that we always used to take the piss out of them at the beginning of the season? Because if they're still playing high line football, it's a midline now. Because I was going to say, if they're still playing high line football, people like Garnacho, Ahmad, Højlund should be able to run in behind. They should be able to run in behind. I'm thinking back to all the games that I've watched this season between United and Spurs, and boy, they've been absolutely snooze fests, right? Because we got walloped in 1-3-0. We lost 4-3 in another, and then we lost 1-0. But if there's something that I'd noticed, but minute you forget those are two poor players. I told you, lot, no negativity. I told you guys. Today we believe. We believe. I don't know what we're believing in, but we're believing in something. Today, I am Argentinian. And today, I am Danish. How many games has Van der Ven and Romero played together lately? I don't think they've played many games back together. I don't think they've played many games together over the last like a couple month or so. And obviously, they rested their squad. Now, I don't know if you guys saw this. Let me know if you saw this, but this actually made me laugh, yeah? The Athletic did a article. They did a poll in their article on who do other clubs fans want to win Europa? Blue is Spurs, red is Man United. I'm dying of laughter because what's Everton's problem with us? Everton, what's Everton's beef with Man United? What's Everton's beef with Manchester United? 100% of them voted for Spurs. Liverpool, I'm not surprised, 95.9%. Man City, 89.1%. Newcastle think there are ops, okay, 93.1%. And Wolves, do Wolves think by supporting Spurs that we're not going to sign Cunha? Because we're still signing him. We are still signing him. Minna, they are Scousers. Manx and Scousers hate each other more than football. I know, but I that is true. That is true. But I don't know. Maybe I lived quite sheltered. But I thought that it was more so the beef with Liverpool rather than Everton. Simon says, AFC fan here, come on, you Spurs. The hatred runs deep. That's funny because look at this. Arsenal fans, yeah? 77% want United to win, right? But a lot of Arsenal fans I'm speaking to say that their enemies are United, not like they hate Spurs, but their hatred for United is bigger than their hatred for Spurs because some Arsenal fans that I speak to said that one of my mates is an Arsenal fan, lifelong Arsenal fan, season ticket holder, and said to me that Spurs is a North London rivalry that has been put together in recent years, whereas the hatred with Manchester United goes as far back to like 20-something years ago. You know, the Roy Keane and Vieira and Sir Alex Ferguson and etc. all of that stuff. So they want Spurs to win. Like Chelsea fans, look here, Chelsea are split 50-50 near enough, right? I have family coming over today who are Chelsea fans, multiple Chelsea fans, and they're all rooting for Spurs because they hate United more than Spurs. Spurs are, no disrespect to Spurs, yeah, no disrespect to Spurs, but I feel like when it comes to the big teams in England, you know, the Chelseas and Spurs is a small fish in a big pond because the rivalries between Man United and Arsenal, or historically, you know, back in Man United versus Chelsea when Mourinho was there, that runs deep. Over here in Nigeria, it's the same. Arsenal want United to lose, but we are winning. That's crazy to me. Big up to Riri in the chat. Sir Alex Ferguson, traumatized, man. Yeah, that's true. Only reason we don't want United is because once you get money, then you're rival transfer targets. Another thing I'm seeing people saying is basically United don't deserve to win. Apparently, you're meant to deserve to win. Yeah, apparently you're meant to deserve to win a trophy. It's not about who's the better team on the final. It's not about, let's be honest, right? Cup runs, sometimes there's a bit of luck that plays into it. Let's be honest. There's a bit of luck, but there's a lot of self-belief. You know, when we were down to Lyon, that wasn't luck. It was down to self-belief that Manchester United were able to get back into the game. But people feel like because it's Manchester United, we have to deserve it to win. No, you win. If you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. Put that on a t-shirt. I might put that on a t-shirt. Because I'm seeing so many opinions about this. Like, oh, United don't deserve to win Europa. It's not fair. They've been crap for so long and, you know, they're going to scam their way to another trophy. And why is that such a bad thing? Why is that such a bad thing? Anyway, guys, be sure to hit the like button if you've just come through. We've got over 150 people here in the room. If you want to join the membership club, you can. It's the pinned comment in the chat. You get your badges, you get your emojis, you get your custom member content. Of course, you get to support the growth of the channel. If you want to support the channel in alternative ways, you can. We have a super chat goal here on the channel for the stream today. So you can show some love on the channel by sending in super chats with your comments, with your questions, with your thoughts, or just to show some love. And like I said, help me reach the super chat goal. I'm not even going to do transfer news today. I'm not even going to do any transfer news today. Today, we're just going to do straight up. We're going to just Europa League talk. Just Europa League talk. Because I remember this final like it was yesterday, guys. I really remember. I mean, it's crazy to think that it's like 8 years ago. But it feels like it was a couple of years ago. I don't know. Maybe COVID has kind of distorted my view on timing. Because, yeah, 8 years ago is crazy. And I remember 2 players being on that Ajax team that now play for Manchester United. Do you guys remember the 2 players? Andre Onana and Matthias de Ligt. And Donny van der Beek. But he was on the bench. But starting in that game was de Ligt and Onana. And Onana said in an interview that he was on the losing side in the last time he was in the Europa League. And he doesn't want to be on the losing side again. My friend, Onana, I already went to war with you once in Europa League, yeah? And you threw a grenade at my head, at our head. You hit us with a rocket. First, you threw a grenade at us first, and then you hit a rocket launcher at us to finish us off. But today, you can redeem yourself. Today, you can redeem yourself by just not making any errors. Please, Onana, please, please. I'm pleading with you. I told you. Today, we are all Cameroonian, guys. We are all Cameroonian. Just pray that Onana don't make an error. And when I say an error, I'm not talking about like, oh, doesn't make a save. Or I'm talking about a real blunder. I'm talking about a real blunder. Just, Onana, lock in. Lock in. Is there any players from this squad, guys, that you would want at Manchester United today? That you wish that we had going into this final? Big up to Sully with the super chat. Nothing in the comment, but just the super chat. I appreciate it, Sully, man. I hope you've been well. It's been a long time. But I hope you've been well, inshallah. For me, it's Pogba, man. Y'all know. Oh shit! Can you see the back of my shirt? I don't. Can you guys see the back of my shirt? I hope you can. I hope you can see the back of my shirt. I would take Pogba back in a heartbeat. I would take him back in a heartbeat, honestly. But there's so many. Martial. I would take Martial back. But even though it was early in his United career. Valencia as a right wing back. Crazy. Imagine Valencia as a right wing back. Oof. Juan Mata, man. He's a player that he just never was what he should have been. Like, but that's not his fault. It's United's fault. Anyways, no negativity. Today, we only do positivity. Let's start with these 2. Let's talk about these 2. Let's talk about these 2. It's war, bro. You don't know what's waiting for you. You know that today we're going to war. It's a battlefield. We're ops for 90 minutes. But no, we're 90 minutes, we ain't family, we're ops. We're ops. Anyways, let's talk about, guys, Amorim and Ange Postecoglou. Ange Postecoglou, by the way, yeah. I don't know how Spurs fans watch his press conferences, yeah, and they don't get rattled. Because I find him funny, right? Because he's not my manager. But I saw a comment of his yesterday in a press conference where and you know what? I like managers that clap back at journalists. You know, the managers that clap back at journalists, I rate them. I rate them 100%. And he did it to a journalist. I don't know if you saw a journalist basically calling him a clown, essentially. And he basically was like in the press conference, like, yo, you're asking me questions, but then you're writing articles about me being a clown if we lose. And I don't know if this is just the thought of my thought process. I think this is a bigger game for Ange than it is for Amorim. I don't know. I might be wrong. But I think there's a lot more riding on this for Ange Postecoglou than there is for Amorim. That is not to say that United shouldn't win. That is not to say United can't win. But I know that the outcome of this game will be more damning for Ange Postecoglou's future than it is for Ruben Amorim. Ange is a better coach than Amorim, in my opinion. Why do you say that? Minna, that's a mad take. I don't think it's a mad take. The reason why I'm saying it is because it's been hinted at this idea that he's going to get sacked. I saw an article saying, regardless of the outcome, he's going to get sacked. So I don't think it's a mad take to say. But also, guys, I said this a couple of days ago. The last time we saw an article drop before a cup final talking about a manager being sacked regardless of the result, what happened? Erik ten Hag. Last summer. So these journalists, they got to kind of be careful with what they're writing. Because I don't want history to be repeating itself and not for the right reasons. Uthman says, United bros, I don't have a good feeling. Believe. I hope Rashford's at the final today. I know that's such a random thing for me to say at the top, like randomly, but I hope he's at the final. Ange is better because at least he's more attack-minded, which is why Spurs are favourites. Are Spurs favourites? Let's be real, guys. Please, let's be honest here, yeah? Get involved in the chat. I want to hear what everyone has to say. I actually don't think there's any favourite for this. I genuinely don't think there's any favourite for this game. I'm going to say United are favourites, but that's because I'm the United fan. But from what I've seen, whether I'm watching TV or listening to podcasts or reading articles, it doesn't sound like there is a clear favourite. Because it could, let's be honest, guys, it could be 90 minutes of the most end-to-end football, or it could be 90 minutes of pure shit. Like, with either team, we don't know what we're getting. You don't know what you're getting. So that's why I don't think there's any clear favourite for me. I don't think there is any clear favourite. But I will turn around and be like, to me, United are favourites. Just because of heritage. I actually hate that term. But I'm going to use it today. Because of heritage, we are favourites. And I will not... I'm saying that we are favourites to me. To me. Not to the rest of the world. To me, we are favourites. Let me see what you are saying. It's generally 50-50. Yeah, I agree. This game is just going to be Bruno and inshallah. We need to get Ahmad involved. We need to get Ahmad involved in the game. We need to... You know what I need, guys? You know what I need in the game, right? I don't want any selfishness from players. I don't want any selfishness from any of the players. Like, wallahi, there's one guy that I'm onto. But you know what? I said already that we're doing straight positivity today. So no negativity. But this guy here, wallahi, yeah. Wallahi, this guy here. This brother here. This guy here, yeah. If he gets a one-on-one chance and he doesn't put it away, sell him tomorrow morning. Put him on the transfer list. Because there's one thing missing one-on-ones, yeah, in every other game. But in the final, if you want to miss a one-on-one chance, yeah, you must be punished. You must be punished. Garnacho, please don't let us down. Today, I'm going to back you. Højlund, today, I'm going to back you. Everyone, I'm going to back you. I'm going to back everybody. He did this whole dyeing his hair thing. I hope he doesn't walk into the stadium with, you know, those sunglasses like Lamine Yamal. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Big up to Leo says, does the channel get toxic if United lose? Oh, this channel is never toxic, guys. That's why people always say I'm too positive. We're never toxic here. We're gonna be realistic, and maybe if United lose, maybe we'll have some honest conversations tomorrow. But no toxicity. None of that. We won't do that. Big up to Leo with the super chat, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Leo. Don't do that. The guy is definitely going to shoot. We know this. It doesn't make him a player to sell. A Ghana big game player scored and pre-assist in last season's FA Cup final. That's true. That's true. He did get and to be honest, he's had his season has not been great. But he had a similar run last year leading up to the FA Cup final. So you go live tomorrow, Mina? Yes, inshallah. Wait, tomorrow? Yeah. Tomorrow we'll be live. Daily Dose 4:30, as always. Mina banned me once when United lost. Toxic. Why are you lying? Why are you lying? I just don't want a penalty shootout. I'm gonna keep it 100, guys. My heart can't handle a penalty shootout. Like, my blood pressure, I had to borrow the blood pressure machine from my parents just to make sure that I'm okay today. I had to borrow a blood pressure machine because I can't handle penalties. I can't. I actually think I might pass out before the penalties start. And then I'm going to wake up in hospital 5 hours later to find out United lost. I can't do that. No, thank you. So please don't make me have to use my blood pressure machine. Please don't make me have to use my blood pressure machine. Where would you start, Ahmad? Let's have this conversation, guys. Let me bring up Ahmad on the screen. Let's have this conversation. Where would you guys start Ahmad? Because I'm in kind of two worlds about Ahmad and where to play him and where to start him. Because a part of me wants... I like Ahmad in the right 10, but also I know what United struggle with at right wing back when we have Dallo there. And if we have someone like maybe Mason Mount in the 10 and Ahmad at right wing back, we know Ahmad could hold the width. Mount can be a lot more central. So a part of me actually wouldn't mind Ahmad at right wing back, if I'm being honest, as long as defensively people can cover for him. Because let's be honest, I watched Ahmad a lot at Sunderland, right, guys? And he had learned a lot defensively. He improved a lot defensively at Sunderland, but he still has a lot of deficiencies. He still has a lot of deficiencies in the 10. Defending. So when he's at right wing back, that right side is centre back, and whoever's in central midfield, they have to drop in and support. They have to drop in and support. And here you go. I don't want him having to defend against Son. Even if the legs are gone, he's still a good player. That's another thing. When you're thinking about, you know, who's going to play in the wing backs, etc., you have to consider the players that they're coming up against defensively. And I don't know. If he plays at right wing back, if his defensive workload can be, you know, lifted slightly, then I'm all for it. I'm totally all for it. Because I also think United will be able to create a lot more comfortably from deeper by having a player like Ahmad. But then I'm also under the impression, guys, like I'm kind of old school. I'm kind of like, you play your best players in their best positions. Like, that's it. You don't change it around to accommodate. But I don't really think it's accommodating for anyone. You know, when we saw him playing in the right 10 recently, and he had Patrick Dogu at right wing back, I liked that link up. But that's not to say that Patrick Dogu is going to play at right wing back, because don't start Ahmad, bring him up later. No way. There is no if. I don't know. From what I'm hearing, I've seen people talking about leaked lineups, and there might be some shockers in there. But I will be so shocked if Ahmad's not starting in the final. Honestly, I would be very, very shocked. Johnson 12 back post tap in. This is what I was saying. My worry is Man United defensively and the kind of goals that they concede. The kind of goals that United concede against Spurs are always the same type of goals. It's scrambles in the box. It's cutbacks. it's back post tap-ins or any sort of tap-in unmarked. That is my worry. Man United, we could talk about what they have to do going forward, but the way that United will win the game and the way that we can win it is if we are defensively intact. Like, United have to be those, like, when you like link arms and defensively you just like a wall. That's what United have to be like. That's what United have to be like. Because otherwise, I am so concerned about the different type of goals that United can concede against Spurs. I don't want to say it. Fuck it, I'm going to say it. I'm not concerned about conceding a screamer, for example. And now I said it, we're probably going to concede it. But I'm not concerned. What I'm concerned about is the cutbacks, the balls across the box, back post unmarked or front post unmarked, the little scrambles in the box where United just have... What have we seen in Europa League? United have 3, 4, 5, 6 chances to get the ball out, clear it out, but they don't. United have to be first to everything. We have to be first to every ball. Whether it's in our box or their box, we have to be first to it. Especially in our own half. We have to be first to defend everything. And that is, for me, probably one of the ways that United can win. I won't be surprised if Dalot starts. I won't be either. I think Maguire will start. I think he will be the central centre-back. Because he also offers that aerial threat. Like, one thing that we have to remember is United concede a lot from set pieces. So we need to have aerial threats in the box. Casemiro, Maguire. We have to have players that can win aerial duels, or at least try and win aerial duels. The same for the other side of the game in terms of attacking. United tend to get a lot of corners and set piece opportunities. So I can imagine that Maguire will be in the box. Casemiro will be in the box. There's certain players that will definitely be in the box. And I definitely think Maguire will start 100%. You know who I want? Like, I want to win Europa League, yeah, for the fact that I like it's nice to win a trophy and just to end a shit season on a high. But I want the players that lost the Europa League final in 2021 that are still here, still part of the team. I want them to like have a taste of success. Like, I saw Henry Winter post an article this morning about Bruno Fernandes and basically was saying no matter what he does at United, like even if he wins Europa League, he's still not going to be a United legend and he would never have even been in Sir Alex Ferguson's starting lineup. And I don't get why do journalists like to... I get it gets you clicks. It gets you clicks and it gets you traction. A day of a cup final to basically kick a man down or try to kick a man down who has been, I think, Man United's most important player. Like, people might not agree with it. And I actually don't agree with the fact that people are putting him in like team of the season, because I don't think you can be in team of the season when you're sitting near enough to the relegation side. But if we're talking about individually for Manchester United, how important Bruno Fernandes has been, I don't know why people like to shit on him. Excuse me, pause. But I don't know why people like to just kick him down like that. To me, it makes no sense. He's been United's most important player over the last 5 or so months. Without a doubt. I think since Ahmad got injured, he really stepped it up. But also with saying that, I watched the Europa League game in 2021, the final. And I look at him now, and it's not the same player. For me, it's not the same player. For me, it's a different player that I see. That Bruno in 2021, for me, was a lot more erratic. The Bruno that we've seen in the last 5 months, not so much. He has those moments of erraticness, but it is far from what he used to be, in my opinion. And he is very important for me, for Manchester United. Like today, he's going to be so important for Manchester United that if Bruno can get going, I promise you guys, everybody else will. And if United find themselves trying to claw back a deficit, he will be the guy to drag them through. He's going to be the guy that everyone relies on. they're going to look to him. Oh, I'm nervous, guys. I'm actually now the nerves, they're starting to hit a little bit. They're starting to hit a little bit. They haven't leaked the script, and that worries me. I leaked the script, guys. I leaked it earlier last night on Twitter. If you don't follow me on Twitter, make sure you lot follow me on Twitter. Because I said last night, Bruno Fernandes opener, Ahmad winner. I saw the script, and then people are saying to me, Harry Maguire winner, Casemiro winner. So clearly, I can tell that there are some favorites that people want to be able to score today. I can't even eat, bro. I ain't ate nothing all day. I literally, I'm not even joking, guys. I felt sick. I feel sick. My mom called me today and she said, "What's wrong? Why do you sound like that?" I said, "I'm nervous." She said, "What? Why are you nervous? What's wrong? Is everything okay?" I said, "It's a big day today, big day." And she said, "Why?" I said, "Man United are playing in a cup final." And then she just basically cussed me. And basically, not cussed me, but she got on to me in my language saying, like, at your big age, you're stressing over football. And I'm like, "Oh, sorry. You wouldn't understand. Sorry, Hoya. My bad, Mom. My bad." Then she was like, "Okay, well, I hope you guys win." I said, "Thank you. Make that fast." But honestly, guys, I feel the nerves today. I feel the nerves completely today. But I also feel like when I woke up, like I said, I woke up and I thought, you know what? For everything that has happened this season, wouldn't it just be, guys, written? Like, wouldn't it be wonderful? I don't want to say written because it's not written, but wouldn't it be wonderful for United to cap off the season with a trophy? Like, I want it for bragging rights, yeah, just to uplift us a little bit, because we've been depressed, guys. Let's be honest, yeah, we've been in the mud. Emotionally, we have gone through the 6 stages of grief every single match day. Every single match day for the last 26 Premier League games, we have gone through the 6 stages of grief. That cannot be good for your health. That cannot be good for your health. It cannot be good for your mental well-being. So we deserve this. We deserve this. But on top of that, the fact that so many people think United don't deserve to win because we've been crap is why I want United to win. That is literally why I want United to win. Because rival fans sitting high and mighty on their chairs believe that because you've been bad in the league, you should not deserve to win a trophy. And by the way, guys, it's funny how it's a problem to qualify for Champions League through Europa League now, but it was never a problem before when every other team was doing it. It was never ever a problem when other people were doing it. But suddenly it's United and Spurs. And wow, God forbid. Is there anyone in the chat? Make yourself known now. Make yourself known now. Is there anyone in the chat, 150 plus people, that believe that Spurs will win tonight? Anybody, make yourself now, or make yourself be known now, or forever hold your peace. Forever hold your peace. If there is anyone in the chat that believes that Spurs will win and United will not do it, because I need to know. Make yourself, like I said, make yourself known now, or forever hold your peace. Paul said I do, but also Paul has been saying for a minute that he don't believe that we're going to win. And also Paul said that he wants Amorim out. Everyone, let's laugh at Paul. I'm joking. Let's be careful. We're not going to jump you. No. This is good. This is a good community, guys. We don't judge people for their opinions, regardless of if it differs to ours. I'm trying to lift everybody's spirits. I'm trying my best to lift everybody's spirits right now. We're all not confident. You know what I'm doing right now, guys? Honestly, you know what I'm doing right now? Fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it. I've fully convinced myself, if I keep saying and talking like this, that I'm going to start to believe it. And you know what? I have started to believe it. I have started to believe it. I don't know where the sudden positivity came from, but I promise you guys, leading up to today, I was so nervous. I felt sick thinking about the final. And I woke up this morning, not even joking, like I was on a Disney Channel movie. I jumped out of bed and I stretched my arms and I opened my curtains and I had a hop step in my skip, or a skip in my step. I just said it backwards. But you guys get what I'm saying. I felt like I was in a movie and suddenly I could take on the world. And I was like, you know what? I stood at my window like I was flipping Wonder Woman. And I was like, bring on Spurs. Bring on Spurs. I saw my neighbor coming out of his flat. He had a Spurs shirt on. I tripped him up down the stairs. I'm joking. My neighbor is not a Spurs fan. My neighbor is not a Spurs fan. I'm not confident one bit. Why are you not confident? What's the reason? If anyone that's not feeling confident, why are you not feeling confident? Do you just genuinely feel like United are unpredictable? Because I feel like that. I feel like United are unpredictable. But also, I'm like, come on, like, it's a final. Like, come on, guys. Come on. Like, come on. You know what it is, yeah? It's stupid. It's so stupid because it's like, if you think about school, right? It's like me failing every mock exam. But suddenly I get to my actual exam and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to pass it. But I've been failing all the mocks before that. They know our weak points, Minna. We're in the same league. That is one thing. That is one thing. But also, I don't think Spurs play the same way in Europa League as they do in the Premier League. I don't think that. If this was the league, I wouldn't be confident. But Europa League and a final, I'm not doubting United, no matter how shit we are. That's my logic. I think I'm using the same logic as OJ. They are the better team, and the logic suggests on quality Spurs win. All we have on our side is experience, but we have a gash team. I failed mocks and passed the real test. There you go. There you go. Let's actually look at what the predicted lineups can be. Oh my god, I feel sick, guys. 3 hours to go. 3 hours to go, guys. I feel sick. I can't do this. I can't do this, guys. I just sat here for 1 hour straight just lying to you guys. I can't do it. You can. I can't. I actually can't do it, guys. Maybe it's good that I got the blood pressure machine because I'm starting to feel sick. I'm actually starting to feel sick, guys. And my cousin keeps texting me and he's a Spurs fan. Oh my god. I can't do it, guys. I need fresh air. Give me a second. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm back. Okay. We can do it, guys. We can do it. Calm down, man. It's only a game. No, I'm fine, guys. I'm trying to calm you guys down. We're locked in, guys. We're locked in. This is the predicted lineup, so it's obviously far away. It's very far from what the reality of the lineup can be. Why did I zoom in so much? Like now I can't even see anything. What the hell? What the hell? What's going on? What the hell? Okay. All right, there we go. There we go. This is the predicted lineup, by the way. FootMob is they tend to be quite accurate. I can't lie. They tend to be quite accurate. You got a defibrillator handy. Do you know how expensive that shit is? Do you know how expensive that is? There's nothing like we can do it. We can do it. Put your back into it. That should actually be their team today. That should be Amram's team talk. A quick 30-second team talk. Get everybody together in a little huddle in the dressing room. Say, you can do it. Put your back into it. That's it. Game over. That would be a great team talk. That would be a great team talk. And that can win us. That can win us the final. You don't even have to do this whole showing a montage of someone that works for security at Manchester United that, what's it called, that was in the army. And showing a montage of all of your family saying good luck. No. You can do it. Put your back into it. Game done. Khalas. There you go. That's the team talk over. Team talk over. I don't think that song is about. That song is about what you want it to be about. What you want it to be about. It could be about anything. It just depends on how you see it. It's all about how you see it. Too late to experiment with a false 9. Do you guys think Amram will go with a false 9? I don't know how accurate FootMob is, guys. And you know what? I actually personally don't want to see leaks. Like, I will be angry, wallahi, if it's 6:30 and I see a lineup. If I see certain man on Twitter, if they start posting leaked lineups at 6:30, yeah, We should heckle them in the streets if we ever see them. I think it's ridiculous that like there's influencers and creators out there that post leaked lineups, and doing it before a cup final is ridiculous. But I don't see the false 9 thing happening. I don't think that it's too late. I just don't think it's shown. I don't think it's shown to be effective. Maybe against a team like Spurs. That's it. And do you guys? I don't think the lineup will be leaked. Because if the lineup gets leaked, well, like I will actually tell people like you're actually sad. Like you're actually sad. There's no way you can leak it. Let me go. I'm checking. I'm just scrolling. I'm just scrolling. I haven't seen a leak yet, so that's good. That's good. That's positive. Big up to Sully, man. Sully, it was good to see you in the chat. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Come on, United, man. This is the most stress I'll be at my kids' bedtime. You're gonna pick up your kids and dash them into bed. Just dash them into bed and just bam, slap the duvet on them and tell them, go to sleep. No bedtime story, no nothing. You just pick them up, bah, duvet on top, go to sleep. In my language, we say, seho, go to sleep. That's it. No bedtime story, no lullaby, none of that. Your kid better put themselves to sleep tonight. Tell them to put themselves to sleep. We got bigger fish to fry. Word to Robbie. You need to tell your kids we got bigger fish to fry. We're going to war right now. It's either your kids come with us, Courts, or we leave them behind. It's either your children, they come with us to war, or we leave them behind because they are not men on the battlefield. So if that's the case, yeah, man, just dash them in bed, slap the duvet on them, tell them go to sleep, tell them to put themselves to sleep. Sorry, Courts, I shouldn't have said that about your kids, but I didn't mean it in a bad way. I didn't mean it in a bad way. Man, not child soldier. Oh my god, I'm actually the only team back in these lot are Arsenal. I don't think Arsenal. I don't even know. Yeah, it's my cousin. My cousin is texting me again. He was watching the stream, and he probably saw me talking about him. I don't know if I don't even care who's supporting Spurs, guys. I don't really care if it's because I don't expect anyone to support United. Like I'm not surprised that Arsenal are like 70%, 30% in terms of who's supporting who. I'm not surprised one bit. I'm not surprised one bit. Before we wrap it up, guys, has everyone hit the like button? Well, I've gone through the 6 stages of hype on this stream today. I have said some things I might regret tomorrow. Courtney, I'm sorry. Courts, did I just call you Courtney? I'm sorry for calling you Courtney. But also, Courts, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry to your kids. I didn't mean that. I was just hyperventilated like 2 minutes ago. And then suddenly I was calling your kids child soldiers. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I'm not me. I'm not me when I'm like this. I don't know who I'm looking at myself in the mirror right now and I'm thinking, who am I? Isn't Courts? I just assumed Courts is short for Courtney. What could Courts be short for, guys? Let's try and figure it out. What could Courts be short for? Big up to Mr. Aston. I hope you enjoy the game wherever you're watching it. Come on, United. We're doing this. Courtois? I don't think it's short for Courtois. Courtney is a unisex name. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you like taking a piss. Leave Courts alone. Courtney's a Jamaican name. I'm pretty sure Courtney is a Yardie name, and I'm pretty sure Courts is Yardie. Yeah, so you lot are judging me. Really, you should be judging yourselves, because you didn't even know that his name was Courtney. Like, how could you guys not know that? That is a proper Yardman name. Proper, guys. Honestly, if I offended anyone on the stream today, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. If I made any jokes like me saying today we are Cameroonian and you don't want to be Cameroonian, that's okay. You don't have to be Cameroonian, okay? 1 minute I feel we'll smash them, the next minute I feel they'll batter us. That's literally how I've been feeling. Literally, that's how. Guys, we got a Spurs fan in the chat. Guys, Day is a Spurs fan. We have a Spurs fan in the chat. If you lot don't heckle him in the chat right now, then I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you lot are doing. Make sure you lot hit the like button. Should we do predictions quickly? Predictions. I'm saying 2-0 United. I've said it and I can't take it back. I've said, why? Get the badge in. Get the badge in, guys. Get the badge in. 2-0 United. Bruno Ahmad. Let's have it. Let's have it. I'm locked in. Maybe I should say 2-1 because we do concede in Europa League. Maybe I should say 2-1. Someone in the chat said pens. I already said to you guys, I can't handle penalties. I can't. You want me to literally collapse in front of my guests? Score prediction, I'm going 2-1, 3-1. I'm seeing bare 3-1s in the chat. 3-1, 3-1. If you lot actually right and we win 3-1, I will actually gift memberships on my channel tomorrow. So, Flab says 4-2. Damn. Paul says 3-0 Spurs. Garnacho and Højlund are useless. Paul is a United fan, by the way, guys. Just putting it out there. Christopher says 4-0. 4-2 United. 3-1 Rasmus. If Rasmus scores, I would love that for him. I would love that for him. And then he goes like this. I won't watch pens. I'm going to watch the wall. Wallahi, I promise you guys. I'll even get someone to record it. If we go to penalties, I'm watching the wall the whole time. I'm not even watching the TV. I'm watching the wall. 3-1 United. 5-0 United. Drizzy, I don't know what you're on. But whatever you're on, give me some of that. Give me some of that. Give me some of that. But listen, guys, be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe. Come over. I'm going to United View right now. I'm live with who am I live? I don't even know. Who am I live with? I'm live with Owen. For 1 hour, and then KG is gonna come through, and I think Joe and Marcel. So all of them guys, me and Owen will be live for an hour, just chopping it up, just trying to gas everyone up. I might go through the 10 stages of grief again, guys. So you lot might have to deal with me again. You might have to do that. But we believe. Come on, United. Hopefully tomorrow's stream, we're going to be in a much more ecstatic mood. Hopefully. I'm out, guys. Peace.